Hi, I'm Kathleen. I'm here today to show you a mask I made. I think this mask is especially well suited to people who do not have access to N95 respirators. I'm not claiming that it is an N95 respirator, but I honestly think it's a lot better than just 2 pieces of cotton fabric over your face. I think it's especially well suited to people in hot tropical humid climates. So let me show you this mask. I'm going to put it on. You can hear me talking, but it's muffled, I'm sure. Let me tell you the features of this mask. This mask is made out of a 2-liter pop bottle, an interior gasket, which I don't know if you can see, and a filter on the inside. I put a lot of extra filter here. I don't think it was necessary. And 2 pieces of elastic, and you could use string or I don't know, something else. Anyway, let me show you how I made it. So imagine this is before I cut this. This is a 2-liter pop bottle or soda bottle. I used a marker to trace around where I thought would work for my face. What I was looking for was something that would be able to go underneath my chin and up to my nose. It's better to make it a little bit bigger on the initial cut than what you think you're going to need. So let's see. I put it under my chin, I put it up to my nose, and it is a little bit long, so I'd have to trim it. This mask is specific for me. It wouldn't really fit anyone else. And as you can see on this mask, it's really high and pointy because I have a long pointy nose. So I need that shape for myself. Also notice that I have an extra piece of gasket on the inside of it. That's because I was getting air escaping from it. And this is to help create that airtight seal. The gasket also serves to protect your face from the sharp edges of the plastic around the edge. The interesting thing about this is that you can bend the plastic and it will actually start taking on the shape you bent it at. So as you can see, it really has remained pretty true to what I originally bent it as. All right, so the gasket. What I used was something called a 2-pack of weather strip seal for doors and windows. And because I live in the cold north, this is very common to have in your house. So I happen to have this lying around. I can take the gasket seal and I can glue it, just peel it off and stick it to the inside of the mask. Except this isn't peeling very well. And it's just stick it along the inside of the mask and go all the way around, protecting the edges. You can also use any other product. This is a seal foam gasket. Packing material often has something similar to this, and you could put it around the perimeter and use a real heavy duty tape and tape it on the outside and on the inside, all the way around. And add extra layers as needed to make that tight seal I was talking about. The last part of this process is the filter. I used way too much filter because I was practicing and I just cut it out of the filter frame. So you could see that, I just cut it straight out. But that's really not necessary. What you need is a layer of it. You don't need all of that. Remember, these filters are used for heating and air conditioning system for an entire household. So you really don't need all that density of filter. Out of this one package, you could probably make 50, who knows, maybe even 100 filters. So I'm going to hold this up here. This particular brand is called Filtrete, Ultra Allergy Healthy Living 1500 filtration level. And it filters down bacteria and viruses. But notice it's not 100%. It's through an electrostatic process. So the paper is also electrostatically charged. The thing you need to be really aware of on here is this little thing. Can you see that? It says airflow. This is very, very important. I didn't actually think about this until after I took it apart the first time. And then I couldn't figure out which side was the airflow that goes out, goes in. So think of it this way. The dirty air is coming in and it's coming out clean or cleaner, right? So out and in, which means if you look at the mask, out, this is the outside air is dirty, and what you want is clean air coming in. So to solve that silly little problem, which is actually a big problem, I took my magic marker and I simply marked down the length of this so that I'd have little teeny dots that would indicate to me that that is the outside. That's the part I don't want towards me. Then I took it entirely apart. This is what it looks like. This is a cross section of what it looks like. This is the mesh, the glue that holds it in place. I took off the cardboard and then I just peeled this away. And this is what you're left with. But this is the one that doesn't have indications if it's inside clean air or dirty air, which side is which. So this one is the one I did wisely. And this is the black dots are apparent. This is the exterior, the outside dirty air. And I cut out a circle and there I have it. This little circle is all I need. So I would take this, I'd take the dirty side or the side on the outside, I'd put it down, and then I'd either tape around the perimeter of it to create a seal, or I'd glue it. If you use a hot glue gun, it's important to know that these get so hot that they can burn a hole into the plastic, and that would destroy the purpose of it. So you want to make sure you don't do that. Once you have the filter in place, the gasket in place, then all you're left with is the straps. And then you can use anything that you want for the straps. I do want to make one statement about these Filtrete filters, and I'm sure there's other filters out there. These are just what I happen to have in my house. There's different filtration levels. This one is 1900. The last one I showed you, that was 1500. So the filtration level determines how much of the pollutants are actually coming through. So again, this is not 100%, but it's much better than nothing. So I wanted to let you know about the face mask. Now, this is not big enough really truly for a face mask, but if you cut off the top, you made a slice down the bottom, you could actually put this on a headband and put it over or glue it onto a pair of glasses or something, sunglasses, and you would have a face shield. So these are little ways that you can enhance your personal protection as a healthcare worker or somebody who's at risk. It might be, or somebody who lives in a low resourced area. So I wanted to make sure that you knew that we are all in this together, that I'm rooting for you, that we really are part of one human family, and we all need to be concerned with each other, not just through this, but at all times, that we really are part of one human family. Best wishes and take care.